Well, this new format is ugly. What up, y'all? One person, whoever, whatever. I did not know what they meant when they're asking me what kind of format I wanted it. And I don't think I can change it. Don't like it at all. Mm, put this right here. What? Oh, y'all talking. Hey, Vibes. Hey, Teddy. Mimi. I thought I turned on the volume. There we go. Yeah, I've been out for a minute, Vibes. Been traveling and then took a week to myself. Chilling, relaxing. Got lazy. I think it's just you and I. One other person at the moment. Well, I appreciate that. I'm back around for the most part. Unless I'm busy, I'm working on a few projects. So some of them it's going to take some of my time. The other ones, most of it get done during the day. Teddy, if you're in here already, I guess let me know. They changed quite a bit of this up. There we go. Since you want to get in on this, I don't think there's any way to make this to the wide format. I guess I know next time. I don't like that they update this stuff. I'll let Teddy come up here or a few more people come in before I start running my mouth. Yeah, see, like on my screen, I'm only in part of the camera. Tell this dude. How's everything been going for you or you all though? Hopefully, good new things, not annoying or boring ones. Damn. Oh, here it is. Okay. I don't even think he's here. He's not saying nothing. But let me try it again and then see. Hey, Dirty. Miss Big D in the flesh. I don't even know where he's at, anyways. I mean, I see he was just here at 7:57. Did that one come out blue? No, it's gray on my phone too. That's weird. That's annoying. I'll have to tell him to text me his email when he gets in here. Turn off my Bluetooth. Oh, I guess it didn't work for me, but it worked for him. Say something, Teddy. Let me make sure I got my volume and all that.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Well, he'll come back whenever he gets it figured out. I do not like the way they changed this. Like, what the heck? The picture's too small. Teddy, we can still hear your background.
Hello? Hello?
The link? Yeah, what's up, Ted? You mean the link vibes? Probably. Oh, but I'm doing this.
Can you hear me now?
Can hear you the whole time.
Can you? Oh, perfect. I don't know why my headphones aren't working. Oh, well.
You're fine. So, Teddy.
How's your night going? Hello.
My night's fine. Like, what? It's normals. Like any other night.
That's great to hear. How was your Veterans Day? Did you celebrate?
The Veterans Day was cool. No, I didn't celebrate. I celebrated on the Marine Corps birthday.
Oh. Is it every day?
You got, I don't know what y'all got. Y'all got Samba in the background?
Oh, sorry. The TV. I'll turn it down. I had no idea.
Okay.
There you go. What is that?
We'll either let one more get in here or about 2 more minutes, and then we'll get started. So you can ask me all the random questions that you normally ask me.
So that's probably it. Veterans Day. How was that?
Yeah, you're right, Vibes. It definitely is interesting. I'm like, what? What is going on?
Fireworks, I'm guessing.
Yeah, stream. So is it looking different? 1 second, Teddy. Is it looking different for y'all as well, D?
Me?
No, I was asking Dirty. Well, does the screen look different to you, Teddy?
Oh, when I was on Facebook, you were parallel. You were horizontal, not like a cell phone. You're in.
Yeah, that's how it looks for me too. But I don't like that.
What's it called? It's not called a sandbox. It's called something.
It's portrait.
Portrait. There you go.
Yeah, because so when I sent the live up, they asked me did I want portrait or whatever the other view was, and I wasn't even sure what it meant. But I was.
Oh, it's better now. It's better now because I'm on the bottom.
You've been on the bottom.
Oh, shut up. Screw you.
Creates 2 live streams, both vertical and horizontal. The people. Oh. I don't even know how to find the other chat. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to mess around with all this later on, Bobs, and figure all that out. Anyways, we got 6 in here. Can you close your door, Chad?
My door?
Yeah. Well, I mean the bar is loud. Your basement bar is loud. What's up, Austin?
Do you hear people? Or
yes. We do hear people. We hear you and the vibes people back there.
The door's closed. No way here. Let me turn the headphones down. Let me turn these off.
No, I did it, Austin. It was me.
Let's see if this works again.
All right.
Better?
So, yeah, as my title said, we got to talk about some things. I'm just gonna skim over it tonight. I'm for real, seriously, just trying to do an hour. But a lot of stuff going on, like real fast, and like I always be saying and fussing about. I was like, man, we don't be paying attention. We too busy be paying attention to whatever they throw in their face, in our face on the news or whatever. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, my little quick list, right quick. Oh, okay, I got that crack in my screen. I got we got them trying to make digital gods or make God digitally through AI. That's crazy. We'll get into that. I'll talk about that a little bit more. Wow. We got the three-eyed atlas. I wish Granny was in here. I'm sure she'd be interested in that. I'll have to put a link or something or whatever the word is. Tag her. And then we got Mondani, the new mayor of New York.
Socialist.
So, yeah, super socialist. Hey, okay, can you see what I said real quick? She said, "Are you actually on the swipe?" I just rolled into someone else's. I don't. So I'm doing this on my computer, Vibe. So I don't know. Let me open it back up on my phone for a second.
Swipe.
Yeah. When I swiped up and went to someone else's live, you're right. Yeah, I probably was about 12, Austin. Anyways, let me go back to my notes. It is really loud in your background, my dude. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. I don't know what you're hearing.
Your background. All right. Is it just me or can y'all hear his background before I get started?
I can hear me now perfectly.
Except for you sound like you're in a fish tank.
Oh,
no, you're fine, Bob. I was just getting distracted by Teddy's background. That's all. Yeah, I mean, whatever y'all talking about whatever. You got Austin talking about OJ. Asking me did I really commit the murder or not.
What murder did you commit? Which one?
But anyway, so I don't know. Like if y'all know what data centers are. Y'all know what data centers are. Teddy, you know what a data center is.
Yeah, you should make one. You probably, I mean, you actually set one up if you wanted to.
No, thank you. I'm good. Well, explain to the chat right quick what a data center is.
No, you do it.
Say what?
You do it. You're actually better at it than me explaining that stuff.
Man, so can y'all hear him clear? I can hear him clear, but he does sound like he's in a fish tank. But at the same time, it gets rid of his background noise.
Is it my echo?
You're not echoing. It's just you sound like you're in a fish tank. Whatever. Anyways, okay. So a data center is pretty much, we'll just say it's a big square building. They're not always square, but it's just a big building so that things like our internet, AI, different computer systems can have more pretty much power coming to them. They'll regulate the power better. More data can come through them and be stored. They're pretty much like big server warehouses full of servers, just to keep it simple. And so, I mean, I don't know how deep any of y'all are into conspiracies and stuff like that. The spots that they're building them, like in the like. Okay, she said much better than hearing the TV. Oh, is that what we're hearing? Your TV, not your background? Not now. Right? Never mind. Doesn't matter. Just so the spots that they're building in is kind of particular. So I don't know if y'all know.
Like Bill Gates like buying land and stuff.
I'm about to buy land in your face with my fist. You just made me lose my thought. Hold up. Oh, okay. So the spots that they're building them in are weird because I know like local newspapers had them. You can find the stuff online, stuff like that. But they definitely found different Egyptian artifacts in the U.S., which I know doesn't, to some people, won't make sense. Whatever. School history doesn't talk about it, but school history doesn't talk about a lot of things. Like School history doesn't even talk about that the Vikings had been here way before Christopher Columbus. And a lot of people believe that there's what's called Mimi said she'll probably be in and out. She'll probably listen more than she'll interact because she got to take care of some things tonight. Is what she told me earlier. When I was telling her I was going live today. But so for the conspiracy people, there's what they believe in, stargates, but not like stargates from like the movie. In the sense, the conspiracy people believe that stargates will like lead you. No, you're good. I'm the one who stopped to answer your question. Anyways, stargates are like what I feel like I don't even want to say it. But anyways, stargates are like portals to hell, stuff like that. Billionaires are involved with it, all that crazy conspiracy stuff. Which I mean, at the same time, it's super conspiracy like, but it kind of makes sense because billionaires has always been doing crazy stuff. Like they have their LSD parties so that they can talk to what they believe is aliens. I was like, y'all are talking to demons. But anyways, so they could talk to aliens, to little alien masters or whatever, stuff like that. And like I said, they're building these data centers all over the place, and they're calling this Project Stargate. And the spots that they're building on top of, they're supposed to be what people say Stargates, like in the Grand Canyon. I think like 90% of the Grand Canyon is actually cut off, and there's a city there's old cities underneath the Grand Canyons. I forget what tribe was in that area, but I know the Native Americans, they even warned about that they're like, hey, there's old cities down there with stuff down there that shouldn't be messed with, is all they pretty much said. So I don't know if you believe in conspiracies or not, but they're building a lot of these data centers on top of spots that are believed to be or to have stargates. And it's like what made it a little bit more surreal to me is a few weeks back, I think I might even posted the video. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, I did because I remember someone commented on it and said it's all veterans. When I was out with my boss and a few other people that work with him and work for him, one of his old friends from when he was active duty, he was there, and he was talking about how he's in charge of a lot of these data centers being built. And I straight asked him, I was like, hey, I've noticed there's been a lot of data centers coming up real fast. Why is that? He just changed the subject. So I was like, oh, okay, it must be, whatever to do, whatever top secret, something that I'm not involved with. I don't know. But I just found that real ironic the more I started to hear about this stuff. But anyways, in saying that, a lot of these tech giants that's building AI and stuff like that, a lot of them keep talking about and they don't even hide it. They don't say it's a lie, it's a joke, nothing like that. They're like, yeah, we're trying to build a digital god with AI, which is wild. Like for one, you can't build God. Like that's weird. That's craziness. Let me see. My homeboy sent me a link the other day. I just I thought it was wild. Even in, I want to say Belgium. Was it Sweden? Oh yeah, Sweden. In Sweden, in I guess two other churches, they got a little hologram AI type thing where they're like you can talk to Jesus. Like that's, for one, it's stupid in my opinion, but it's also crazy. It's like, yeah, so y'all really think that AI is going to take the place of Jesus? Y'all call yourselves a church or a cult? Like that's just, I don't know. That's wild to me. Let me take a pause on that and read y'all's comments because I know I was talking really fast. Teddy, you got anything to say? Ask about what I was just saying?
No, I'm listening. You're correct.
Say what?
No, I'm listening. You're correct.
I mean, what am I correct about?
Data centers. That's what they are. Remember, she asked the question and you just answered it. You're correct.
Oh, Dirty ass. Okay, and then she said, "Oh, after." Yeah. Dirty said, "I believe I'm not doing this format no more. This format is horrible."
I forgot who mentioned it, but everyone in Tech Valley does have this weird, or AI people have this weird AI God thing. And I think about this, there was a show that came out called Lazarus, and they did a parody of it, or like little episode about that. how there was an AI god and it was like combined into a code. It's like in the cyberpunk universe though, but still works
Hmm.
out.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that.
I mean, do you notice how even the AI god thing? I've got there's this thing too where AI is replacing people. They're turning them into it always gratifies your idea opinion about you, so it always says you're right in a weird way. Always gratifies you, so you get this weird ego boost, I guess. Pedantic.
Endorphin boost.
Yeah,
I
you
like
become like
getting likes and stuff on your social media. Say endorphin boost.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, like that. But it also co-signs all your opinions too, so you have no conflict in life. It's a weird little makes you that ego complex. I forgot what it's called. It's
I'm gonna hit on that in a second too.
called. It'll come to me.
Well, why are you thinking about that?
I'll probably
Dirty
type it in.
said. Say what?
Just I can Google it real quick.
Yeah. Dirty said, I believe rich people are part of some type of exclusive society like that. Oh, definitely dirty. Like you got the World Economic Forum. That's supposed to be all the world's richest people, and they're supposed to supposedly be coming together to think of things to better us, to better humanity. But when you look at the things that they talk about, it all leads down to we're rich, so that equates to we're more intelligent than you. You guys should be doing what we say you should be doing. In my opinion, the World Economic Forum is not our friend. Um, yeah, so like in saying that, so y'all know, I mean, it obviously it's kind of already here in a way. I mean, we all got profiles on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. But so digital identity has been just kind of talked about in the past, but there's been a huge, super fast push for it, and it's been picking up really quick. And like a lot of people don't realize it. Like even the what do you call it? What's the new driver's license called? Whatever the new driver's license are called that you have to have to
ID,
say what?
ID.
Yeah, the real ID. That's a part of it. It's like because we want to travel and stuff. We get it. I mean, I don't got it because I can use my military ID. So my guess is anyone that's been that has any type of had or has any type of cat card, their stuff's probably already in that system. Which that's fine. Digital ID is fine, but the things that they want to do with it, that's the things that they're not going to talk about so much, and that the public isn't going to like. Yeah. The real ID. Right. Exactly. And they want to do things like eventually push for so the talk about the chipping people is coming back and it's supposed to be connected to it. No, that's a big no, unless you want it, which is weird. So like people like me, I like cyberpunk type stuff, and I was like, I would like to have stuff like that, but at the same time, I don't want it just ran by just the government or ran by like three big companies. No, it's like it needs to be like anything else in a capitalist society. They need to have competitions. It doesn't need to just be one company or just the government running it, because they're already talking about stuff like non what's the word not non confirmation, but pretty much not conforming to things. And when people was talking about it and breaking it down, they're like, yeah, simple example of that is if we were all 100% reliant on digital ID, that would be connecting to our bank accounts, all that stuff. If you don't get the vaccine back in 2020, they could sit there. I guess depending on who's running the government, they could sit there and freeze your bank accounts. Like that's just one extreme example, just to kind of give people a idea of what they want to do with it. And it's wild when you find out there's I mean, it's believable, but it's still wild when you find out there's actually people in the government pushing for that. Right. A chip and ID. It's like, no, I'm not supposed to do what y'all want to do. It's like it's crazy because we keep on pushing, well, a lot of people keep on pushing more and more towards socialism and communism here. And I get it. A lot of young people think it's cool, and that's going to kind of tie into my Mandani stuff. But a lot of people, young, especially young people here, thinks it'll be cool. But they're like a majority of people that wants everything like that are like either young people that's never had nothing or young people that's been given everything. It's like, well, it's quite a lot of people, but see, I get it. That's wild. It's like our postal system that's a socialist program, but it's ran by a what are we again by a capitalist society, and a not democratic, what are we call again, Teddy, a what republic?
Public, a representative republic.
Yeah, we're whatever you call it, republic. We're a constitutional republic. That's what we are. It's run by a constitutional republic government. Our military is a socialist program, but again, it's ran by a constitutional republic program. So yeah, some things, if it's regulated right, it works. But at the same time, like if we look at history, we've all seen what socialism turns into. To just like, it's like we're gonna have, or what do you want, like bread lines at every grocery store. You want us looking like the Soviet Union, stuff like that. Some people might want it. Some people might not even agree that things will turn out that way. But I think things would turn out that way, and I do not want that. That's that's what I had on that. My other thing was, unless y'all had something to say on that, I guess it'll kind of time. I'll go ahead and hit the Mandani stuff right quick. No, I don't want that neither, dirty. I ain't messing with it. I ain't messing with it. Y'all ain't taking me alive. That don't mean run up on me, but ain't taking me alive. I ain't doing it. So I guess on the socialism stuff, let me hit on Mandani. Got you vibes. So just me talking to a few people. A lot of people saying like a lot of lifelong New Yorkers, they didn't want Mandani. They didn't buy the stuff he was talking about, which makes sense because really quick. So if you don't know who Mandani is, that's the new mayor of New York City. Well, soon to be new mayor of New York City. I guess he is a democratic socialist, like so he's upfront about that. He doesn't try to hide it, but he spit out a lot of ideas. And again, he's another rich kid that's never really had to want for anything. It's just, I mean, you think it's wild how some people get into politics and they don't have smart ideas, but we all got people we don't like in politics. So I'm sure we can all easily be like, yeah, but obviously anyone can get up in there. But go ahead.
How did you feel about the acceptance speech? I don't get ahead of you, but
Say what?
how did you feel about the acceptance speech? People said it's kind of the divisive because his campaign didn't say anybody, he didn't call anybody out. But his speech, he kind of said a lot of races, Trinidadian nurses and stuff, and you see a lot of diverse groups at the acceptance, but he didn't say them, beforehand, kind of.
Wait. So, because I ain't listened to it. So you're saying he kind of came at people like Trinidadian nurses?
So like at the acceptance speech, he started listing races, like different races and groups that he was like being a part of, that wasn't for him. And Don Lemon said that was kind of divisive in a way. The divisive in a way.
Divisive.
Yeah, because by calling out races together, he's kind of the weird way separating it. Makes sense. Why are you calling out different New Yorkers? He should be saying all New Yorkers, kind of like a reverse.
Oh, so basically, he said a lot of racism, like probably like left out white folks or something like that.
Yeah, he said a lot of minorities. This is thanks to a minority. This is thinking about another minority. This is thanks to another minority.
Hey, Gemini. So you can feel how you want to feel about people, but again, as a leader of a city, as a leader of a country, leader of a town, whatever, as we expect, you don't do that. You should be inclusive to everybody, regardless of how you personally feel about it, because you got a job to do. That's like me in the military. There was a lot of people I didn't like, but while the uniform was on, I worked with them. Didn't have an attitude how to get stuff done. But
Was there more people you liked or disliked?
I probably liked more people than I disliked, or just had no opinion on them. To be honest with you. But so anyways, so he was promising a lot of stuff like free. I think the biggest thing that most people hear about right now is like free buses, government ran grocery stores. That's super communist. That's ridiculous. That's straight up Soviet Union right there. Government ran grocery stores. So for one, something like that, even if it did go through and get started, they would probably do they would do as well as about all these maybe at first. They probably have lower prices at first for some things, but you're not going to do better than Audis. I think when it comes to prices, at first, and then it's going to turn into anything else government ran. They're going to get a lot of government employees in there that doesn't really care. They just want the job. Government employees and state employees are some of the hardest people to fire. That's where a lot of the big controversy with the VA came from. They just didn't care, didn't really do their job. Hard to fire. Knew it was hard to fire them. So again, they didn't care. And then eventually they would have to get bailed out, and it would have to be on the taxpayers. And again, like that's dumb. The free buses, the free childcare, free healthcare, a lot of that stuff would be real nice. But the thing is, he was saying all that stuff without giving anybody a plan, and people was just jumping on it. And I guess it's pretty obvious and apparent now that he really didn't have a plan, because the only thing he says is, "Well, we'll just tax the rich." How are you going to tax the rich when New York is one of those states where, what is it, 46% of the taxes in New York is covered by the rich. So they're already covering most of it. And this ain't me defending nobody. This is just me, just speaking facts. They're already covering most of it. There's already been a huge exodus of a lot of the rich folks leaving New York, and you're going to put even more burden on them for even more of them to leave. So in turn, what's that going to fall on? It's going to fall on the average everyday person. Now, he was saying tax the rich, but the governor, whatever her name is again, Hochul or whatever, she keeps on saying, "I'm not going to put the burden on the middle class." So to me, I'm hearing him say that, but I'm hearing what she's saying. So it's like, what is it on paper that he's trying to put most of the burden on the middle class? I don't know. The point is, he's giving all these promises and things. Again, he calls them socialists, but a lot of that stuff is going to quickly become communist. He gave all these promises, stuff like that, and he had no plan for them. And I guess now it's kind of failing. I really had no opinion, on the guy, just because I live in Virginia, even though I'm up in New York quite often. But I didn't have any opinion at first. But it's just, again, all this stuff kind of led into each other, because I was looking at some other stuff where they're talking about how there's a lot of areas trying to implement Sharia law, and everybody I know that's Muslim, they don't want that. Like the translators that I deployed with that now live here, they came here because they didn't want that. Some people might want it, but I think a majority of people, at least here, don't want it. A majority of people left their countries for different reasons and different things that seems like a lot of people are starting to push for here because they think it's cool, or it's the hip thing, or they hear about it, but they don't understand it. They don't know what it is. Now, just like a side note, where I was in Afghanistan, I know a lot of the people, they said, I don't think that they would have changed too much of how they live, but at the same time, they didn't want, I guess, the level or just Sharia law at all that the Taliban was trying to implement on them in their area where they lived. So I don't know. Other than his acceptance speech, Teddy, have you heard anything about like the stuff I was talking about just now?
Yeah, Suleiman Dani, and I guess the president too, when you get into a position of leadership, it only matters the first 30 days, right? So that's what define him. And no matter, and I saw this argument, right, that he made a lot of promises, but he only needs to make one come through to be a legend. Like he had like five big, well, like the food care, the food, all that, the food stuff, and the health and the daycare. If you get one of them through, which probably won't happen, especially with the governor Holcomb, that'd be a
Okay.
miracle. He'll be a legend. He just needs one, I
Hmm.
guess fighting will be interesting. It probably won't pass, but even fighting. And I said, New York is one of those cities where they'll love you or hate you. So if you love you, like if you're Knicks, you know what I mean? If you win and you're Knicks, you're a legend. If you fail, the city will hate you. Same for the mayor. So it's one of those jobs that you just have to do one thing and it'll be good
Right.
forever.
Um, I get what you're saying, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm adding on to what you're saying, but I'm just going to say again, all that falls back onto who's going to pay for that, and it's like he really didn't come in with a plan to bring in more revenue, and it's just I don't know. It's just kind of I guess to me what I'm kind of saying is I think and we say it all the time. Everyone says it all the time, but it's like people need to wake up because obviously he was elected, so that means enough people voted for him or enough people didn't vote, but at the same time people weren't asking questions. They weren't asking where's this money going to come from.
Here's another thing. So yesterday that thing happens. Then what's the worst that could happen? Let them have it. Let them fail. What's the worst that can happen? Bus is free. Worst that can happen. So might as well go. Might as well go for the change. Go for the wild card. Change it up. You know. I feel like Trump's kind of the same way. Go for the wild card. Change it up. You may not like him, but let's see what happens. What's the worst that you can do? And that's why I like him. I like both of them for that same reason.
I missed the beginning of what you said. That's why you like who? Mandani?
Saying how yeah how what they can do. Saying that I like the idea of him changing it up, just being a different person in the game. I forgot I was making my point I was making. I
Huh?
forgot. No, I forgot the point I was making. It was continue.
Well, from what I'm understanding that you're saying, I would say the worst thing that can happen is New York citizens are already pretty burdened as it is. They're going to be even more burdened if their taxes go up. New York isn't a cheap place to live. I mean, I guess you can damn near say no state is a cheap place to live nowadays. But
I heard that the tax they're trying to move up is the same as New Jersey.
I have no
So
idea.
they're matching New Jersey. New Jersey's taxes.
That's
Yeah.
dirty. Well,
So
at the same time, is
not going up super duper high. It's going up to New Jersey's level. That's
at the
what
same
it is.
time is though it's never as simple as it's just going up to 2% stuff like that. How do people get paid there? You know what I'm saying? It's like minimum wage here ain't the same as minimum wage in California. Things like that.
Yeah.
Uh, Vibes in New York is very expensive. It is, and then so it's like 2% tax raise doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're the average person, what is it? Average person makes about I think they said 40 to 53 thousand a year. That 2% is quite a bit.
But that 2% compared to New Jersey would be the same. Okay, so my thing is that
But
if they
people
have this
but people don't
90%,
don't get paid the same in New Jersey though.
but then what happens when what will New Yorkers do then? They can't afford it. They'll move
So,
out.
so what?
They'll just move out.
Huh?
They'll move out. If they're in that bracket and that price goes up,
They'll
then they
move
move
out.
out. Yeah.
Right, but that's the whole point right there. These
I
people
don't know.
moving out, who's going to be there? Nothing but the people that has their hand out that wants everything for free. What's going to get paid for? Nothing. What's going to happen to the city is going to fall. And so, okay, so I'm pretty sure that you know this. So New York is one of the few cities in the world that if New York's economy goes to hell, then that's going to hit the whole world. It's going to hit the whole country real bad, but it's going to affect the whole world. New York is not a city that you can let them fall financially.
Wait, the first state, the fur trading state.
Say what?
Wait, the New York, the place that trades fur.
Oh, you said a fur train state. Teddy, what the hell are you talking about, man?
Historically, that's why New York was made to sell fur. It's a thing.
I have no idea why New York was made, and I'm not talking about New York historically. I'm just talking about its economy affects the whole world. If New York falls, then the whole is going to hit the entire world's pockets, mainly our pockets, real hard. It's like, I guess it's when you lean forward, you're more clear whenever you lean forward. Anyways,
Okay.
so that's that on Mundani. And again, I'm kind of skimming all over all this stuff because I'm gonna come back later on and like just the things I'm talking about, just do a whole live talking about it. And the last thing I think is the three-eyed atlas. Has any of y'all ever heard of the three-eyed atlas? Vibe said Teddy looks like he's been sniffing on the booger sugar. Nothing. Vibe said you look tired.
Booger sugar.
She said you look tired.
Ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees.
All right. Okay. Anyways, what do you know about the three-eyed atlas, Teddy?
Super big. It's an asteroid or whatever this is coming around, getting close to us and be able to see it. But people think by the way it moves, it could be like a spaceship. That's the conspiracy. But I'm not sure why you think that.
I won't even call it a conspiracy. So again, these are all things that you can look at. They're not even trying to hide it. It's just a skim over real quick. Its shape isn't natural, and asteroids they don't speed up and slow down on their own.
Yeah, the propulsion.
Yep. Yeah, and then if they're going to do anything, they're going to speed up when they get affected by a planet's gravity. But the thing is, it's changed courses several times. Nothing has ever left our star system and came back. Now we got comets. Yeah, we got it. It was in our star system 2017, I think. Anyways, so we got comets and stuff that stays in our star system. Though they'll move to the outer edge of the star system and then come back, but that's because of gravity. Nothing about this thing has moved natural. Again, natural things in space, they don't speed up and slow down. They don't have vapor trails behind them. And now that it is close enough, it's not looking like how they've been telling us it looks like. It looks like they've been telling us it looks like a cigar, or like a poo-poo log or something like that.
Yeah, I've heard.
But and then people are posting pictures from the telescopes or recordings from the telescopes. What is it? There's like a few things about it. The amount of water that's around it, which is weird because people. So NASA's quiet. NASA they're not talking about it, but other quote unquote experts are saying that it's like it's not water, it's this and that, because if it was water, then it wouldn't be something natural. Blah 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 blah. But it's like the gases that they're saying is coming off of it wouldn't look like that. So they're just throwing things out there. NASA's completely quiet. All the different astronomers and scientists and stuff, they're arguing, having different theories and stuff about it. And when you look at people's recordings of it, you can clearly see that it is water vapors that's around it. But not only that, there's like lights in it. I don't know. You can call that gas buildup, the heated up. But the thing is that they're not moving in a natural direction. They're swirling around, like whenever we see a model of a galaxy or whatever like that, they're swirling around like that. Something that's moving at the speed is moving in the direction that it is. Inertia would push all that stuff towards the back, and that's one thing that the astronomers and stuff like that keep on kind of skirting around when people ask them about that. Like, so how come when we look at it ourselves, the lights are swirling around in it? How come it's changed trajectories and things like that? And then everything I'm talking about right now, you got people out there that they're saying that they believe, and they have their different proofs and stuff like that. I haven't looked at any of it. That like it's prophecy and stuff like that. You know, stuff like the in Israel they slaughtered the perfect red heifer, and it's not been done since I guess biblical times. Stuff like that. I don't know, but there's so many people connecting all this stuff together. And my only thing is, it's like y'all could be onto something, you might not be, but at the same time, if you're religious, the Bible also says that we don't know when the rapture is going to come. But there's a lot of people that believe that the rapture is about to happen. But also, when you really think about it and look at it, every generation, every lifetime, there's people that believes that the rapture is about to come. So,
Yeah,
so that I can't jump on that bandwagon. I can entertain some of the conspiracy stuff, but I can't jump on that bandwagon.
there was a
So anyway,
red heifer. What is this?
a calf, a baby cow.
What? You're looking
Yeah,
right now. This is crazy.
I was gonna say just
Months
Google
ago.
that time somewhere. But what do you think about everything I just said, Teddy?
Okay. Yeah, so it happens every year. Every year, someone predicts the end of the world, and if the internet goes through, someone predicts
Every
like
generation.
Y2K was a big one. So there's nothing to plan for. I mean, every generation. Yeah, weren't you a prepper? Aren't you technically a doomsday prepper?
Something like that.
I mean, you have a fortress. Isn't that kind of the same thing? You have a fortress, kind of the same thing. So,
Um,
I
yeah,
mean,
but most doomsday preppers
I
that
don't.
aren't crazy, or just preppers or semi preppers like myself that aren't crazy, ain't doing it because you think something's gonna happen. You're doing it as like almost like a hobby in case something does happen. Now, you've heard me say it multiple times. I believe you're never going to be ready for whatever's going to happen. You can be as ready as you can be. If something crazy happens, you're never going to be completely ready. A lot of that stuff relies on, especially people that have bunkers and stuff like that. That relies on something going down, and you happen to be close enough to your bunker to get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Are you ready for the rapture?
Spiritually, yeah.
Okay.
Teddy, if you're high, don't ask me nothing like that.
No, I was just curious because it was part of the thing.
I mean,
my bad.
I said if you're high. Anyways, that's a question and an answer that you gotta only you can say that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what the
Yeah.
rapture is?
Yeah, so like I'm saying, this fear is always like I know, like aliens coming. I know nuclear warfare. I know, the zombie beings and viruses that can attack us. COVID almost killed the world. So the raptors are on my list for end of the world stuff. I'm more concerned about like Y2K. Those are actually like real.
COVID didn't almost kill the world, bro. Anyways, nah, Teddy.
I mean, like the plague. Sorry, the plague, like that.
The rapture is when Jesus comes back again. If you're Christian, is when Jesus comes back again, and the first group of people that's saved and all that is just instantly going to be taken to heaven, while everyone else that still has some work to do, they're going to have some hard times, because then you're going to have 7 years of it's going to be real hard, because pretty much the road's going to be ran by the antichrist, and you got that 7 years to try to find your faith or don't, before everything else comes back and ends, and people's going to hell's going to hell, and people's going to heaven. But yeah, the rapture is when Jesus comes back.
Okay,
That's what the rapture.
Okay,
Not like a doomsday. So not. I'm not saying a apocalypse. Shit, you can have several apocalypses. I think what the Black Plague was almost an apocalypse. When you look at what a apocalypse actually is, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
That's why I said don't ask me nothing like that if you're high. But I realized that I don't think you understood exactly what it was.
I had no idea. I thought it was mutually exclusive. I had no idea. I thought it was the same thing. My bad. Thanks for telling me, educating me. Really, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What up,
wow.
God body? You came in here late. I'm only gonna be up here about 10 more minutes. But what's goody?
Okay. So I
Um,
was thinking,
go ahead.
um, I do you have any? You didn't say anything. So, do you give face or any time to any super to any alien theories or outside of our galaxy eight theories or
Yeah,
supernatural?
I'm gonna be real. Like I said, the this three-eyed Atlas 3, whatever. The more I look at it, is again, they're not even trying to cover it up or hide it. There's a lot of things about it that's not natural at all. Oh, and they were saying the way that the say what?
It's organic too. Doesn't even look like a spaceship. This looks something that we would make. Doesn't look
Well,
human.
that's the thing. The properties of it, just like everything about it is not spelling organic. Once again, in space, so it's like so you know in space there's no opposing force unless something gets in your way or stops you, right?
Yeah.
It's like once you start going forward, you're going to keep on going. So again, nothing in space is naturally going to speed up and slow down without being affected by a planet's gravity. It's doing that stuff in the middle of space, and again, it's changed courses on its own. Now, yeah, it can be some weird coincidence where gas pockets on something just happen to
Yeah.
pop and blow up at certain times,
Yeah, like a
but
thruster.
that's
Well,
a huge coincidence. And then again, nothing that we know of in history has ever came in to our solar system and left our solar system and then came back. You know
how
what I'm saying?
about a
Huh?
spaceship?
Well, I don't know of any spaceships unless like we're saying, this one probably is.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right, God body.
Do you have any concern about if you're a space marine? Do you have any concerns about intergalactic like interactions or like human
No.
or contact? Yeah, okay.
What do I always say? If it can bleed, I ain't worried about it. It's when we start talking about demons and witchcraft, I ain't fucking with it. Nope.
Okay, so that's what the line is. Aliens we can kill. Demons pray away. Got it.
I would like to think in my head that something like the War of the Worlds would happen. Now, granted, you would think if something can travel this far, it'd be intelligent enough to think about the diseases and stuff that we have on our planets. But I don't know if you've ever read or watched any of the 20,000 reiterations of the War of the Worlds, but they always lose because they're not immune to our germs that's normal everyday
Water,
germs for us.
Indians, yeah. Native Americans, SARS.
Yeah, but that's it. I guess, like I said, the next few weeks I'm gonna jump a little bit more into the different things that I speed talked through just now. Anything for any of y'all?
I'm excited.
You don't think they'll have problems with our germs? I mean, again, I mean, you would think if aliens come this far, have the technology to come this far, that they would think about that. But I mean,
So do you
if they
this
don't think about that though, look at us. Before we travel to other countries, we got to get inoculated, right? So we don't get sick or get other people sick.
what do we do as humans, right? We don't when we see a species that's lesser than us, I guess, we don't really come to, as equals. And it's kind of, human nature to attribute another species as human. They would think like a human. Versus AI, which is like all
That
knowing.
is
But,
that is one of our things we well, I mean, because that's natural. That's your brain's kind of like part of your brain's fear and reasoning response is to add human traits to anything as much as possible to humanize
Yeah.
anything as much as possible.
Yeah.
But what are you saying with that? Are you saying what if they came? They're just completely outside the realm of
No, I'm saying
physically.
no. Well, AI is different. AI is where like it would be so much smarter than us. It would think beyond like the body. But if the alien, but when we see something that's lesser than us, same way that I would say the aliens would be more advanced than us because they're doing
I'm gonna
something
get to that, God body. 1 second. Go ahead,
so,
Teddy.
we can assume the aliens have space travel. They're more advanced than us. Whenever we as humans see species that are less advanced than us, we tend to dominate, tame them, milk them, whatever you want to call it. So wouldn't it be safe to say that would say I think that's actually a theory too. If you see aliens that are more advanced than you, they have come to harvest you, never to there's nothing to gain from it, you know? The same way that we treat as humans do the same thing. It's a fair, you know.
Well,
There's no common peace.
so again, to add a human trait to something, what if they're
That
just curious? Again, I mean, again, so this thing, so okay, so let me backtrack real quick. So the first time this thing came into our star system, we saw it and we realized it was here a little bit too late, and then we thought we were tracking it. Then we thought it disappeared. Then we didn't realize until after it already left. It came, circled the Earth, and left. So they could have just been observing. So you can think different directions with that. You can think they're either here to scout us out to see if they can mess us up or not. They're here just to see if they want to make contact with us, whatever. But my thing is, if it came back on some hostile stuff, unless their technology is just that advanced, why would the same one come back? Why would they not come back with more? At least two other ones. And then to kind of tag on to what you were saying and what Godbody was saying, though, one thing I think about sometimes with things like this is, yeah, so okay, so what if some folks did travel here? They had the technology too, but at the same time, they necessarily probably don't have the same minerals and elements that we have here. They might be on the same intelligence level as us. They might be a little bit less, but if the minerals and things, whatever they use for fuel on their planet, is different, it could be easier for them to travel. It's just a thought to put in your head. Does that make sense? What I'm saying, Teddy?
yeah. And maybe they are the return of Jesus or something.
Maybe Godbody. What were you saying, Teddy?
I mean God body.
Oh.
Yeah.
First time exploration. Things have done. So what a lot of people feel. If I have robotics attached, simply. I don't know, man. I just know that for whatever makes them think it's the same rock, they definitely said it's the same rock from 2017, same shape and everything. Oh, that was the other thing when it was like I think around 75 whatever thousand miles away or whatever like that. A trail behind it stopped, and they said they didn't even realize it was a trail at first, but they're saying that that's not a natural trail. That's a trail that some type of propulsion or engine would cause. But at the same time, it's like, how much of that can we take for a fact? Because again, they're already arguing and confused, and NASA's staying super quiet, probably because they don't have an answer themselves. So I don't know how much I can trust everything that they're saying.
They had a tail, yeah, but that was a comment.
I don't think that would be the return of Jesus, because once again, like I said earlier, the Bible straight says is like we don't know the day or the hour. I think it's going to come up on us when we don't expect it.
Oh wow, maybe. Yeah, I'm not afraid of. Okay,
You're
cool.
Right. Oh, I'm glad you said that, Godbody, because they said one of the only things that most of the scientists agree on. They said that this is a once in a civilization event. I've never even heard that terms once in a civilization. You hear once in a lifetime, once in a generation. I've never heard of once in a civilization event. So I guess they're saying, as far as tell, we've not seen nothing like this. We probably won't see nothing like this again. But we don't know because we don't even know what it's doing yet. I don't even know how far it is from here at this point. I think that they said it slowed down a whole lot. So again, to me, it's like, so what the hell? So something that's coming towards us again for the second time and it slowed down a whole lot. Stuff in space naturally does not slow down. I don't know. There you go. There you go, Gemini. A lot of Bibles does word it like that. Doesn't it say it's going to be like a thief in the night or something like that? Mm-hmm. I've definitely heard it termed that way. That's why I'm saying I don't. So like a lot of people believe that the rapture is coming and that the government is going to try to cover it up by saying, or governments, not our, a bunch of governments are going to say people were abducted by aliens. Now I can't see that happening if the rapture comes and they realize what happened. I can see a bunch of governments trying to say people was abducted by aliens. And then a lot of people. Oh, sorry, I kind of got off track earlier. A lot of people are trying to tie this into once again them trying to make their AI gods or make God through AI, which again is stupid. But it's like I was thinking about it. If anything like what they're saying is correct, when we think about the Antichrist, we always think about because it says that the Antichrist is going to come, like, look like a good, not evil, look like a good, yes, evil, but look like a good, peaceful person, whatever, and unite the world. But the thing is, we always think about it as a person. What if it's not a person? So if those people are onto something, that could be that. Because, like I said, a lot of people are tying all this stuff in together, and it is odd. It is weird that a lot of this stuff is happening at the same time. We usually don't have multiple weird things happening at the same time, like crazy tech billionaires that the government lets run them up because they want to be their friend versus regulating them. Just keep on letting do all this crazy AI, and it's weird because you got people like Elon Musk warning us about how dangerous AI is. You can watch all these things about how dangerous AI is, but at the same time, he's still creating AI. I don't know how regulated or controlled he has his. And yeah, it's like I kind of get one of the things he said because anyone thinks like that. It's kind of like, well, he's trying to say is like, well, I don't necessarily want to do it, but at the same time, if I don't do it, then some of that I don't know what they're gonna do is doing it. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. I get that, but at the same time, it doesn't make it okay. But at the same time, I guess if you think about it, if you let people like China create the best AI, whatever, they can outsmart and control all of our stuff. We don't have nothing to counter it. Say what?
Not slow down. Press the gas. Let's go.
I agree, Gemini. And yeah, I agree too, Teddy.
I mean, all the funding. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I don't think that's the right thing to say, Godbody. Are you understanding what she's saying? Anyways, I agree, Gemini. I hope I go with that first wave. Miss me with the 7 years. I'm good. I don't want it. Even though I love post apocalyptic stuff, I say I'll thrive. But once again, who's to say the world's gonna look like that? It's like a bunch of the old movies made it look like that. But we're dealing in reality. We're dealing with technology. We're dealing with man is having more control over man as it is. And it's weird because like a lot of some of the stuff, which I'll get into it more later. I don't want to do all that now because I'm actually about to get off anyways. Once again, connects back to the Rothschilds, and it's like it's crazy. It's like why the Rothschilds always involved with some billionaire stuff that's somehow connected to the devil or the occult, but they're at the same time like the most secretive, rich family that there is. It's like I think the Rothschild only ever lets the public see so many of them. The ones that they use is like the public face at a time.
They're goofy rich. They're like one of the three pillars of the world, right? Them, the the crown, and one more. You can read that stuff. and Federal Reserve or something.
Say that again.
Never mind. They're like one. It's one of the three pillars. It's like them, the crown, the Federal Reserve. It's one of those. How much power they have?
I think I've heard what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're saying, God body. Well, we're all gonna go through the rapture. It's just only so many of us. If you go by the Christian and the Catholic and a few other religions Bibles, there's only so many of us is going to be instantly taken to be with God. Now again,
You can rap.
I understand not everyone's Christian, but I'm speaking for if you are Christian, to instantly be taken to be with God when the rapture comes. But I don't know. So I don't know about the rapture stuff, but I know a lot of weirdness is going on right now. A lot of weirdness and a lot of push for a lot of things that the general public doesn't want, wouldn't want. But you know, a majority of just it is what it is. A majority of us gets our information strictly from the news and our neighbors and hearing people talk at Starbucks where they've got it from the news and a few things. So it's like again, these people aren't worried about it. They'll talk about a lot of the stuff right in your face because they know it's only going to go so far. You're only going to take it so serious. And definitely with the AI stuff, they're just outright saying it. They're outright saying what they're trying to do with it. Say what, Teddy?
I don't want to get this right. I want to get this wrong, right? But
I think there is only one rapture, God buddy.
so I think I don't think this wrong, right? But it was something I think because I think it's what Mitt Romney believes in, where it's like for Jesus to come back, the rightful Jews must go back to the Holy Land or something. The rightful people must go back to the Holy Land, which is why they're on like the side of Palestine, I guess.
I've
Like
never heard that.
there's like a weird crossover with like Mormons, I think, and never mind.
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
So they both believe that oh, never mind. I'll find it.
Yeah, I would have to find it for you if you really wanted to see or get into a God body, but pretty positive that there's only one rapture. One would.
Rap? Sure.
Oh, I must have missed something. Uh, I'll say something about a star that I ain't see or miss or whatever. Yeah, I don't know how I don't like this format because I can't do what I normally do with it. Like I think what I was peeking in there on Dirties the other day and no Platinums, and she had the regular format, but I saw the StreamYards. I was on someone's and I was and they had the regular format and they were on StreamYard. So I don't know how to control this one. I think next time I just have to not do it as portrait. I don't know. I don't like it. Let's not ever do it again. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get off so I can put my daughter in the bed, play some video games, take a shower, and go to bed.
Praise God. Will you pray?
Say what now?
Before you go to bed?
Do I pray before I go to bed? Most of the time.
What do you pray for?
I pray for a lot of things. Why are you asking me that? Are you being silly? Talking about God?
No, because I pray on the week.
Say what now?
I pray on the week.
Hold up.
I
Okay, say that again. I had to read what you're saying. Say what? Landscape mode. Thank you, vibes. Okay, say what now? Because I'm trying to figure out if I need to punch you in the neck or not.
Never mind then. It was something about praying on the week. It was a pun. It was fun. Me pray on the week. Get it?
I get it. I get it, Teddy. I'm not not lifting my head. Y'all have a good night.
Pray on the week.
How about you do more lives? How about that?
Yeah.
God body. I'm busy. I got shit to do. Why is it not? I'm clicking on trying to highlight people's things. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Gemini.
Gemini.
Thank you, Vibes. Oh, are you saying peace? I was about to say, what's PCE? Is that abbreviation for peace? All right, God Body, Vibes Queen, Gemini, Dirty, whoever else. Y'all have a good evening. I just wanted to skim over this stuff right quick because I be reading about this stuff while I'm at work and stuff, and been watching it, reading about it, and I don't have no one to talk to about it because I mostly work with not like old, but older people than me, and they be concerned. Well, I can't talk about what they be concerned about, but they be concerned about work, more closer to work related stuff.
Oh.
No, not nothing nasty or crazy. I'm talking about work related. They be concerned about boring stuff and work. Anyways, y'all have a good night.
About good night.
Kicking it.